no, 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 no.
We're in the same place.
No, are you actually recording?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I can touch Brian. Look.
You can't
Look.
touch me. You can't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Here, let's shake hands.
That was in like episode 2 or something. Like you can kind of hear it.
We're doing a thing.
Yeah, we're in the same room finally. It's not even a joke. That I purposely didn't say it last podcast because I didn't want to jinx it. I think I said the closest I got was like, "Oh, I can't wait till we get to do the jump on the Bat-Wagon in the."
Oh
same,
yeah.
And then, but I almost said like next week. Oh no. But, yeah.
You like start to like slip up on it, and then you just reined it back in.
Yeah, I just do
edited it out.
Yeah,
you said no, we're not having that.
I'm used to looking at you on a Zoom screen.
This is a little weird. I also feel like I adjust my mic stand. So, future Jamie, I'm sorry.
We'll play this over the top of it. Brian's adjusting his mic stand now. It's better, oh yeah. I don't have one, so I'm relegated to going like this. You cannot see me, but I'm leaning really far over the. And we don't have to like guess where each other is in the music. It's really nice.
God! Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Wait, what is
jump?
Wait, no. Welcome back to
Jump
on
the Bat-Wagon.
Let's do it faster. Welcome back to
Jump
on
the Wagon.
Oh fuck! Do it.
Jump
on
the Bat-Wagon.
Yeah, yeah. It's so nice.
Oh, I'm just start pressing buttons now.
No.
Yeah, this is my.
Listener, I'm so sorry.
No. Let me just let me. Would you let me just? There we go. That's me, everyone. You can anytime Harold comes up.
God.
Anytime it comes on, you can thank me. Every time it goes off, you can blame James.
I turned it all the way down.
Oh.
God. Hey, well, so this is the podcast where we watch through the entire DC animated universe from start to finish the controversial air date order.
Blah, blah, blah.
And to experience the shows the way human beings experience them in the far gone days of the 1990s, Brian here has never seen any of the DCAU besides what we've watched so far.
Ooh, good wording. Okay.
Of this podcast. Whilst I am what some might call a DCAU master.
No one would call you that.
Whilst I have seen them all a million times and know everything there is to know about the DCAU, question me and die. That's what I've written here. I have no idea how long ago because I haven't said that for quite a while.
You wrote that as a script for yourself?
I think so. It's in here.
Why'd you use master and not connoisseur?
I think because you told me not to.
No, I wouldn't say that.
There was some time where I was about to, and you're like, don't say connoisseur, don't say connoisseur, don't say connoisseur. I remember. Listener will back me up. Yeah. This week, we are watching...
Together.
Underdwellers. Yeah, in the
on
same
one TV.
room, in the same place. Let's see here. This was the 6th episode produced and the 28th to air.
Is that the biggest discrepancy we've had so far?
Probably.
Wow.
We'll come up on one off the top of my head that is going to be a similarly like awful thing here pretty soon. But and by pretty soon, I mean sometime in the next few months. This aired Wednesday, October 21st, 1992. We skipped Tuesday. I realized there probably are still Batman episodes airing on the days in between. They're just reruns.
What?
So it's not like there's
in case you missed it kind of a deal.
I guess, yeah. At least this early on is like we've already shown this 5 days ago, but here it is again. So I don't know. 4:30 p.m. on Fox.
Adults.
Yeah. This is Teleplay. Jules Dennis, Richard Mueller. Story by Tom Ruger. Directed by Frank Paul. Music by Stuart Balcom and Lars Clutterham. Don't know them.
Greatest last name ever, though.
We got a new animation studio, Studio Junio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I know them? Are they famous for anything? You got any trivs about them?
Don't know. Smallest trivs you've ever seen.
Studio Judio.
Junio with an N.
Studio Junio.
Studio Junio.
Studio Junio?
Let's go watch the episode. No.
No. Oh. We're going to watch the episode so we can be like...
What? Why do we say Arnold?
Because Arnold's the name of the couch.
Every time we stop recording and you hear the clip, we're actually walking away going, here we go, here we go. Arnold!
Are we missing
We
anything?
just revealed.
That was such a quick, I was so unprepared for recording.
I'm in a professional mode.
Oh, all right.
We're here in the studio.
We're in the studio.
We're in Brian's rectangle room.
Rectangle room.
Most rooms are rectangles, I'd wager.
This room is actually almost a square. You just kind of lose some of it behind all that.
I don't believe you.
You want me to get the measuring tape?
No.
Hurry up! Hurry, 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 hurry! Are you ready for your lessons? Yes? I think so. I think so. Well, so am I. Your teacher, your leader, your king. Ready? I am. Yes. Lesson number 1 is no talking!
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I said during the episode, I'm so embarrassed.
You did.
Because you said, okay, Jamie, about this podcast.
Yeah, I was pretty much ready to quit the podcast in the middle of that episode.
Yeah, whoever commented last time, oh, get ready, Brian, it just gets better from here.
Yeah, we gotta have words.
I know what they mean, but I don't just.
It was. I'm really glad that we had Perchance to Dream. I remembered it this time.
Yeah.
Pat on the back there.
Beans,
Perchance to Beans.
Beans.
I'm glad we had that one because we went from the previous 3 or 4 episodes into that. I would have been pretty upset.
Yeah. This would be the last straw for you.
Yeah.
What was it? The Forgotten was actually on your top 10, even though I kind of considered it like a mediocre episode, or I don't know. It's fine, I guess.
Yeah, Forgotten's great.
But everything else was what did we have? We had Mad as a Hatter. We had Cape and Cowl Conspiracy. We had. What were the actual really bad ones? Well, I've just blocked them out already.
Yeah.
Just pretend I said the titles of those episodes.
Do you want to cut them in later?
No, I don't.
Okay. Just you on a completely different microphone on your phone.
Yeah, it was this. Tell me what happens in the Underdwellers. Broderick, Brian, Jamie.
Okay. I'm gonna try because there half of the episode wasn't a plot.
No, it was just Robin wrestling a child in Wayne Manor.
Robin?
I mean Alfred. Did I say Robin? Holy shit! This episode melted my brain.
It sure did. Yeah. So it started with really bad art. And there was a couple of kids on a train playing chicken with, I don't know what. Usually a chicken's 2 cars driving each other. They were standing on top of a train being like, chicken,
You play chicken long enough, you fry.
Man, what is that even? Fried chicken?
It's a really clever
Is it a fried chicken
Yeah,
pun?
I'm sure, yeah. What did you think it was?
Really dumb.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't care.
So there's kids on a train and Batman saves them from getting, I don't know, run into something at the last minute. And then
I don't know. I just don't remember what happened.
Do not have these dials down.
No.
I do have this down.
Keep going, just explain.
Okay, yeah, I can
lighten it up.
This is my background motivation for explaining this terrible episode. All right, so there's a bunch of kids that live in a sewer, and there's an evil dictator who is...
He's not. He's the sewer king.
He's the sewer king, and he's a piece of shit. And he's got kids in the dark, and they're not allowed to talk. And then Batman finds out about it, and he's like, you have children. And then they fight, and Batman blows up a door, and they fight some more. And then Batman's like... And then a kid says, the light. The light.
Yeah. Batman, and this is the TV guide synopsis. Batman encounters mysterious wee green people.
No, stop, no. Does that...
Wee green people.
What? No!
They say leprechaun in the episode. I don't know if this is supposed to be a PC change for... I don't... Batman encounters mysterious wee green people who have been committing petty crimes. He saves one from a speeding train and finds it is a small boy who doesn't speak. Batman soon learns that the boy belongs to a gang of forgotten runaways. Oh, that's why people thought it was called the Forgotten. The Underdwellers, who live deep within the Gotham sewer system. The Underdwellers is in quotes as if that's ever said in the episode. It's not.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. The Sewer King refers to them.
Oh, see, I didn't pay attention. Their leader is
reason.
the crazed Sewer King, who forces the children to steal food and supplies for him. Batman leads a revolt, defeats the Sewer King, and frees the Underdwellers. The end.
I mean, that is as much of a plot as any, but it's also leaving out half the episode where Alfred, a.k.a. Robin, is like wrestling and trying to like civilize.
Yeah, I didn't
kid.
have that in the description at all, yeah.
No, and that's a literal,
Most
like,
of the episode,
there was
yeah.
minutes of the episode, like, solid, probably 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You okay, buddy?
I knew this episode was bad. Like, I was... As soon as I said this is the next episode, I was just went, God damn it. Like, I knew... I don't think there's anything redeeming about this that anyone can argue in the comments like, oh, but I really like the Underdwellers. Like, the only thing is that we used clips from this episode in a video that we did called Batman is Compassionate. And using examples of like, Batman's really pissed at the Sewer King that he would do this to children.
Yeah.
Beloved children. And he's just so, like, he's so upset. And the weird thing is, like, you would assume because in universe, like, he was a child when his parents were taken, so he's like, I was a kid. And he's had a Robin or two. He's, all this stuff. But then in the episode itself, Alfred's like, oh, do you expect me? I don't know anything about children except that all of the children I've taken care of. Like, what are you talking about, Robin Alfred?
Robin.
You've had all the Alfred Robins and Batman. Like, it's just, I don't know. I see the message, but it's bad. It's just so bad.
I mean, and the message itself is also like only just thrown in kind of at the end, like all willy-nilly. Just like Batman's like, oh, not with evidence. Click.
Yeah.
Click,
Oh my
click.
God. Yeah. Evidence. Is it a small boy's Sunday trousers?
I know that's like it's just as bad. I can't. I don't even know what to say. Like this is one of those like we've talked about ones that are like, oh, it's not even bad enough to make fun of. And what do we say? And we just bullshit for a half an hour. This is so bad, you almost can't talk about how bad it is because just everything sucked.
Yeah.
The art sucked. The music was not great. The writing was awful. The acting really wasn't good. But.
Yeah, oh my God, everything the Sewer King said, like his opening speech, he's not like leaving any room. He's just like, are you ready? Yes, you are. Yes, I am. I am ready. I'm the Sewer King. You are ready? Yes, to hear the Sewer King. It's me, the Sewer King. Shut up. What are you doing? I mean, I guess because he's a crazy lunatic supervillain or whatever, but like...
Dude, I don't even, but that, the like, this is legitimately hard. Like, it's so overwhelming. It's hard to talk about.
It's bad that this is the first one back when we're in person.
I know.
Just had to like, I don't know. It's bewildering. There are episodes that are coming up. There's more like Emmy-winning episodes and like episodes that are so like dear to my heart. They're so good.
Okay.
And then this isn't even the same show. This is just like...
It doesn't, to be fair, it doesn't
Yeah.
even look like the same show.
No.
We're talking about it being like maybe a cross between like Hanna-Barbera and anime.
Yeah, it was a weird... right from the onset, like the kids on the
very
train. Yeah.
Like the train pulling into view. I was like, this art is weird.
This is weird. Yeah, it was like, this isn't how a train would be drawn in a different episode.
No, and the kids also had this weird, like they animated like 3 cells of the kids moving back and forth on the train, and
It's
so
like
they
Ed,
had
Ed and
this
Eddie animation where the outlines are always moving.
but somehow more unnaturally.
Yeah, It was just so weird. There's a lot of shots of Batman's face that are like way too detailed. There's
very pointy, the very like bat. He had like the Batmobile.
Oh my
shape.
God, the woman's eyes.
There's no reason for that. Oh my God.
There's a police car, right? Driving down the street. Batman's in the way. And he's facing the car, and the woman, you see the woman's face in close up, like gasping, and her eyeballs are bat signals.
Yeah,
like not Batman, but bat signals.
Bat signals, like she was looking at his tits super hard.
Yeah. Whoa! Holy shit! God, I just don't know. Like I said, it's like it's not even Batman the Animated Series. It was just some like. You said it looked like a fan art episode, like it was just trying to be Batman or something.
And as it went on, I would stick by that even harder because like the writing was terrible, the plot was terrible.
Batman's hanging from the pipe. Sewer King walks up and starts pressing on Batman's fingers with his feet, and then Batman does like a swing. Kicks the back of Sewer King and immediately grab my hand. Yeah. You did that. You kicked him off of there.
Also, let's not forget that 5 seconds earlier that was like a pipe ready to fall. And
he's
there's
barely
two full-grown men on it,
standing on it. Yeah.
Also, speaking of full-grown men, you fast forward to like their fight scene and like Batman. Like tackles the Sewer King like down onto the tracks and like knocks him unconscious and then takes a good like
20 minutes
10 15 seconds to like slowly pull him off the track as this train is approaching at like the speed you'd expect an old man to push a wheelbarrow.
I think my favorite bad shot in the episode, and you didn't, I was silent during it because I was waiting to see if you noticed. The shot earlier in the episode, he's chasing down that wee green person. He's chasing down Frog.
Yeah,
is the kid's name in the sewer train station, whatever. And the train's coming. Oh God! And commercial break. And then when they come back, like the second or third shot is Batman. The kid's going, ah! The train's off screen. Batman swoops in and grabs him, and then the train goes zoom into frame and into the distance.
Yeah.
But the background, the train just drives into the wall. Like, I
didn't notice.
It's stuck out to me for years. It's one of those things where I'm editing a video and I happen to like scrub past that shot and go, hang on a second, and I go back and the train just drove into the wall. Like it's angled like it's shooting into the distance, like the vanishing point of the train.
But there's no tunnel.
No, it's just it is I think the background is like horizontally flipped or something. So either the background's flipped or the animation cells are flipped, which I would guess I don't know how either of these things would happen because neither of them would have a correct.
You can't flip a background. Background would be paint.
Yeah, but the animation cell is also painted from the back. So the cell would be a cellophane piece of paper, whatever you'd call it.
Yeah.
And there's line art on it, and then you paint on the back of it so that the colors are behind the lines.
Oh,
so if you flipped it around,
you'd only see paint and not lines. Okay.
So neither of them can possibly be backward, and yet somehow the shot is backward. I don't know. It bothers me so much, and that has nothing to do with any of the rest of the episode and any of the rest of the faults of the episode.
It's just the thing that sticks out most to you.
Yeah, because I'm like, here comes that shot where the train just into Neverland.
I mean, there's so many of those things, like the train art. Like it looked like they reused some of the footage.
I think
in
so.
like different times of days or something
like that. They definitely reused the shot where Sewer King is like, here are my crocodiles, and then commercial break, and then come back, here are my crocodile, like the exact same. Yeah. He's saying a different line, but it's just the same shot. Yeah.
Here are
my multiplying crocodiles.
My God, how many crocodiles is here? But it's cool that they call that out at least. It was like, I thought these were endangered.
Yeah, well, but okay, listener. The Sewer King has exactly 2 crocodiles, or I guess they're alligators, because Batman says later to one. He has 2 alligators.
Allidiles.
Yeah, they're crocators. He has 2 crocs. They're coming at Batman. Batman tackles one and ties up its mouth and legs with a really
growing
long
piece
rope.
of rope.
A rope that is like elastic.
Yeah, it's a bungee cord. Yeah. It's like a 100-foot long bungee cord.
So now you should have one tied up croc and one not tied up croc.
Right.
However, there are now 2 untied crocs.
Oh, yeah,
and
you're right.
The tied up one is nowhere to be seen.
Yes.
Of those 2, Batman then dodges one and then breaks the jaw of the other one and murders it.
I don't know. He doesn't. There's not even any like violent. He's just like fighting with the mouth open, and then he opens it like he struggles and opens it a little bit more, and then the thing just like
it goes to sleep. Oh, I'm too tired.
Wow, my mouth opens really far. I'm gonna take a nap.
So regardless, Batman has now defeated another one of the 2 crocs that remain.
Yeah, and
then there are
3.
2 crocs again.
Where's there? There's a part because there's a part where the Sewer King is out, and there's like 3 around him.
I don't know. That's when they're hanging from the pipe
or something. Know. There's 4 at that point.
There's just cloning crocodiles constantly. It's like a hydra, but they're disconnected. You chop off one crocodile, you break one crocodile's jaw, 3 more grow in its place. It's just so bad. It's so bad. I'm so sorry.
What about that animation where one of the train dodging animations? I guess it's supposed to be. Light does weird things in this episode. Mm-hmm. Like
Batman puts on his Cyclops goggles and sees the outline of the brick door.
There's that too.
You should know all about bricks. Yeah.
Yep. There's like they dodge a train. I think it's with Frog the kid, and like the train goes by, and that animation is terrible. And then there's like, it looks like they're leaning against a concrete wall, like by the subway or whatever. And there's like the yellow like windows going by.
Yeah.
But it's like, if that was a reflection, or if that was like the light from the windows casting onto that wall, then it would be on them.
Yeah.
If it was behind them, like it looks, they'd be leaning against a moving train.
And same with
which is also very low.
The children all walking into that hell portal. There's light hitting the left side of them, and also a giant shadow on the left side of them.
Yes. It's like the light's casting a shadow.
The light was so powerful. Yeah. It bounced off of them, and then the wall, and then them again.
What about? And then you have the like.
We can't stop.
Oh God.
Okay, and then shot 67 was terrible because of this reason.
You know what? Let's just we rushed the first half of the episode, like our podcast. Why don't we just play the episode and you and I will just tear it to shreds in real time?
Oh yeah, here's this part. Yeah.
This fucking guy.
Let's talk about the casts.
No, do we have to?
We got Kevin Conroy as Batman, Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. as Alfred, Victoria Carroll as Matron.
Oh, now, that was the... A leprechaun stolen my purse!
Now, I thought this was the name of a character, but I think it just refers to a matron, a woman.
She's matronly.
Yes. But because there was a credited character, matron, in Cape and Cowl Conspiracy also. That was the like...
Is it the same matron?
I don't think so. That was voiced by Gail Heidemann, and this one is not. So I don't know. But this Victoria Carroll woman, she played... 2 characters on the Incredible Hulk 70s live action show. One is Rose and the other is Nancy. Yeah, and Matron. But then she also voiced various voices on the 80s animated The Incredible Hulk, one time as She-Hulk. She also has bit parts in Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and every episode of the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo.
Okay, I don't know the last one, but like I can get down on some Billy and Mandy.
Like you don't know Scooby-Doo, you old man, but you know Billy and Mandy.
Yeah. The what Ghosts of Scooby-Doo?
13 Ghosts. It's 13 episodes. Well, I think it's actually 12. I think it's 13. I think the first one they released the 13 ghosts, and they spend the rest of it trying to capture each ghost in the episode. It's around the time of the original Scooby-Doo show.
Huzzah.
It's the one where Shaggy has a red shirt instead of a green shirt.
That's wrong. Okay, wait.
Michael Pataki as Sewer King.
Okay, who's Michael Pataki?
He played Captain Barbera in the Amazing Spider-Man 70s live-action television program. He was in the 60s Batman Adam West show as Amenephis Tewfik, a goon of King Tut.
Sweet.
Dr. Hoffman in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
Okay.
He played a character named Cow in Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, what?
Do you remember that there's an episode of the brown male cow, but it has an udder, and it's like smacking them with its udder and stuff?
Yeah.
That's him, apparently.
Cool.
A couple things about this character. The Ren and Stimpy whiskey. The Ren and Stimpy wiki says gender male.
Of the Sewer King?
No.
Or the cow. Okay.
The Ren and Stimpy winky for... Why can't I say Ren and Stimpy wiki? That's really hard to do, apparently.
What, Ren and Stimpy wiki?
Yeah, there you go. I really wanted you to fuck it up. This guy also played a character called The Cow on the 80s Mighty Mouse animated series. I don't think it's the same character, though. Mm-hmm. And then last, my favorite, though I don't know, this might be something you know, this might not be. He played the coach in the episode Dexter Dodgeball of Dexter's Laboratory.
Probably seen it. Don't know it immediately.
This is where Dexter builds like a mecha to play dodgeball, and he's in like a big robot, and he throws like 1,000.
You mean a mech?
Sure. What did I say?
Mecha?
He builds a mechanemy. I'm just going to keep adding syllables. Builds a robot.
Yeah.
This stuck out to me because, weirdly, I remembered this episode as a kid because the coach says crap. And I thought, like, can you say that in a cartoon? Dexter, like, he goes to school. Everyone pelts him with dodgeballs and dodgeball. And he's getting all pissed off. So he goes home. He forges a note. Or I think he forges it. He comes back and he gives them gives the coach like a doctor's note or whatever. Like, I cannot play the dodgeball. And like he walks away like thinking he's got away with it. And you just hear the coach go, "What's this crap?" And then there's like a really dramatic like camera orbiting around Dexter shot as he's like, "Oh fuck," kind of a thing on his face. He says that too. And
it's a fucking cartoon.
Yeah. And that's just always been in my head of like, oh shit, they said crap.
Oh shit,
they fucking said crap on the thing. So yeah, that's the Sewer King apparently. Is what I was getting to.
What a guy.
Oh, there's way too big of trivs for this episode. This episode has the smallest credited cast of the entire DCAU with only 4 names listed. Probably because all those children don't say shit.
Except for... The light.
The light. Yeah, I guess he's uncredited. Frog. The light is probably like Bruce Timm or something.
Maybe.
A scene depicts the children under Sewer King's charge performing various agricultural work, plowing, watering, pulling roots, underground. Strictly speaking, unless they're cultivating mushrooms, which are fungi, not plants, they cannot grow anything underground without sunlight.
Yeah, and even like most...
The way the mushrooms or whatever were growing didn't make any sense yet.
No.
Yeah, you were like, what are they growing?
That's not how that works.
Hey, that's just a soundboard sound at this point. The Sewer King's line, "A few hours in the light will make Jack a bright boy," echoes the proverb, "All work and no play make Jack a dull boy." Batman's line, "I think this is a job for Batman," is likely an homage to Bud Collyer, the voice of Superman in the 40s Superman cartoon. He say, "This looks like a job for Superman."
Oh, yeah. Okay. Dumb.
Okay. While fighting the alligators, Batman power slams one of them over his shoulder, which should be physically impossible.
I mean, and that thing was definitely changing size. That
Yeah.
one probably was like, oh, yeah, wait a minute. So there's like a 1,200-pound alligator.
Yeah, we both went like, whoa!
Yeah. And he body slams that, but then like dragging the Sewer King off the tracks, he's like really struggling.
Yeah, he's, oh, this man, this human man. According to Animato issues number 26 and 27, Bruce Timm said about this episode, "It's Junio's weakest episode. We almost didn't use them after that. It was the first one that came back that really looked totally unlike our show. It was very Japanese, but I'm glad we did use them again. They've done great work. BS&P took a lot out of this show. Originally, the kids were to be victimized by the Sewer King, but he was not allowed to be mean or torturous to any of them. The impact is watered down."
But he was mean and torturous.
He was like verbally abusive.
Yeah.
And he put them in a lamp room.
I mean,
I guess what it could be worse. I guess he could be like literally slapping them around and stuff or something.
I mean, he was like withholding food from them. He was not
Yeah, he
really
did plenty,
clothing them
yeah.
as well as he said he was.
The impact is watered down. If we were doing it today, we probably would have decided not to do the show. Yeah,
Oh,
that
that
would
would
have
be
been a good
great.
idea. Yeah, I wish you'd done it. Regardless.
Give me the big drivs.
Last one, unfortunately, or fortunately.
Fortunately.
Director Frank Power said of
Power.
this episode, "It was my very first episode as director, and there are still things in it that I cringe at. Usually when it's just some. Usually, sorry, Frank, it's bad. Usually when we get an episode, we get to use a lot of discretion and change things. I wish I had been able to spend more time on that script. Another problem at the time was that we had storyboard people who made things difficult. I found myself going back 2 or 3 times to fix scenes. They didn't quite understand we were shooting for a higher standard, which I think is that Hanna-Barbera feeling you were calling out.
Yeah.
So there was always this constant drain on my time. That whole opening sequence of the kids playing chicken with the train should have been cut. That was what we had to contend with at the beginning of the season. We had these little public service announcements worked into the scripts, a concept we nixed real quick."
Oh, okay. So that explains why it's so goddamn awkward.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of this quote, but I did say, like, while we were watching it, like, this feels like
the
Sean,
recycling
Catherine, Derek,
bin.
yeah, saying like,
the
put the
Batcave.
recycling bin, yeah,
Yeah.
just the whole episode.
Kids shouldn't play with guns.
Oh my god,
ever.
yeah, they're like, well, yeah, kids and guns don't mix
Oh,
ever.
Yeah.
It wasn't loaded, but it could have been. I'm like, okay, Batman, I got it. I don't know. It's just so bad. I'm sorry.
You should be.
What we should do is
You
watch
told me-
another episode tonight.
We should watch another episode tonight and clear the palate.
Yeah. We're not putting it on the top 10 at all.
No.
But we're definitely putting
We
it on
are
the bottom 10.
definitely putting it on the bottom,
Where is this?
which
There
will
we
be
go.
9 now.
Yeah. Okay, so I got to add, what was this called?
The
Underdwellers. The
Can
Underminer.
you put it at, I know they're not numbered,
The bottom.
but dear God, can you put it at like, I guess the bottom of the bottom.
The
like
bottom.
whatever's
Yeah, no,
the,
it's there. Yeah.
in descending order, it is the descendiest.
Yeah, so now this is bottom N7NE. Our bottom N7 is, in no particular order, Prophecy of Doom, I've Got Batman in My Basement, The Last Laugh, The Clock King, Be a Clown, The Cat in the Claw Part 2, It's Never Too Late, Mad as a Hatter, and now The Underdwellers.
I promise you, the Underdwellers is never coming off this list.
I don't think any of these get to come off the list, do they?
Well, I thought we were just going to do like 10.
Oh, I guess so.
And
It'd
so
be fun to
eventually we'll be
just
like-
continuously add the worst episodes to this, no
And
matter
just
how
put a
long
7
it gets.
in the word somewhere.
Yeah. Bottom 37.
That's fine. Okay.
We're building our top 10 individually also, but this absolutely did not go on either of them.
No. I'm upset that it's on like the same
I'm
disc
upset
as
it
what some of my
exists.
favorites.
Yeah. We've never been so hurt by an episode.
I'm offended.
I know. We're in actual pain.
It was damn near painful. It was actually like, it was painful to the point of being boring for me.
Yeah.
Like boring to the point of being painful, I think is what I meant to say.
It was like, it was weirdly, it kept my attention because I just kept, well, I'm in it now. What else are they going to do? What's what's the next terrible thing? Like you said, there was such little plot, especially all of the filler.
Yeah.
Alfred Robin just chasing
Most of it was
around.
filler. Like
Yeah.
the bulk of the episode could have taken place.
Said the dog.
Thank you, Rose.
In the sewer.
The last 4 minutes of the episode is probably the plot.
Yeah. Batman shows up and does the stuff.
And the first 18 minutes are just absolute fucking nothingness.
Speaking of which, Batman's usefulness. He saved all those children.
Yeah.
You gotta admit.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your rating for this?
He was pretty useful. Where there was a plot, he was pretty useful. He wasn't useful at all when like Frog was stealing silverware from Alfred.
I expected Frog to just shove that entire platter into his shirt also.
Yeah, no, he just ran with it.
Yeah, and then sled.
What was he gonna do?
It looked like he was trying to steal it to bring it back. Like he's trained by the Sewer King to go steal stuff and bring it back to the Sewer King.
Yeah,
but he clearly doesn't want to do that.
Instead, he decided to slide down on
Yeah.
stairs, but he didn't slide. He bounced like one of those old bouncy ball things from the 80s or whatever.
Alfred said.
Anyway,
the sound effects in this too were so bad.
Everything is bad.
They had one dish hitting the stairs sound that happened like 3 times.
The one bell sound.
The one bell sound. The one alligator jaw snap sound. Just
Can we actually, like, for the name of this, and we don't have to, like, you might have a better one baked up for, like, the subtitle.
The Underdwellers, or what the fuck?
I'm just thinking everything is bad.
Okay, that works for me. No arguments here.
I got a rating for you, though, for Batman's usefulness. I'm going to give him 6 out of 10 full dumpsters of trash turning into the Batmobile.
I'm glad that you remember that. I completely forgot. Oh my god, yeah. Books or hip hop?
Oh god, neither.
Yeah, neither deserve this episode.
No, this is like this is a burned out light bulb outside of a library.
Why a library?
Because it's like
it's
on the
book
book
adjacent.
side of it.
Yeah.
Adjacent.
Yeah.
He said the word.
All right, next week's episode is called Night of the Ninja.
I already said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You did. You used your... But I also told you that doesn't happen in this show. So.
Yeah. Ninja. Is there a ninja villain?
Sure.
Is Batman a ninja?
Sure.
If Tip Tappercott could say something in
Japanese
Japanese, that'd be great.
Yeah. So, listener, you're listening to an episode that was recorded weeks ago right now.
No.
Yeah.
No.
A
week ago.
Okay. Okay. We're planning to record several episodes this weekend in person. So you're gonna right now. We're gonna go to future Brian and James for some Yappy mail. Future Brian and James.
You know, you could have done the mail time thing in real time.
I don't want to. I want to do it live. It'll bring me happiness.
Okay. Fair.
It's the future now.
Oh, sorry. Aren't you supposed to do a thing?
Oh my god, let me try that again. I didn't have the thing up at all. Yeah, that never happened.
That yop. That one small extra yop put it over.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail. Yup. How you feel about that, Brian?
I feel better about you doing it in that register than you drinking that beer.
I'm not drinking a Bud Light.
What are you drinking then?
We're sponsored by Bud Light this episode. Go catch you a cold one, listener.
If we started... Catch you a cold one?
Someone's going to throw it out of the ether, and you got to be ready. Anytime it could happen. Just a Bud Light will shoot out of the darkness.
Whoa!
Oh, God. I'm not going to tell you when it's going to happen. But I've already thrown it, so it'll get you.
What would stop, other than like a literal like legal cease and desist letter from some like major corporation, what would stop us from saying that episodes are sponsored by things?
I mean, we have no motivation to do so unless they're actually doing it. But yeah, I don't think I can't think of a reason why they'd be like, no, don't freely tell people about this. I don't know.
I mean, I kind of want to try it and just like start see. I mean, yeah, like so we'd be advertising for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Yeah,
but maybe we'd trick other companies. Be like, oh, Tesla's sponsoring us in this episode, so maybe Chevy's like, hey, we want to want to sponsor you too because we're doing electric stuff probably.
So what you're saying is I should put none of that in the episode, and we should just say today's episode sponsored by Tesla himself. Nikolai Tesla is sponsored. Nikola
Tesla.
Why isn't it Nikolai? Isn't that a name? And Nikola is nothing. And it's nothing.
You should go ask him.
Isn't a man's name not actually a word? And in fact, it's a different thing. I can't remember if it's this episode that we're in right now or the one after this, because I edited both of the two episodes we recorded in person. I've already edited, and now we're doing the Yappy mail section. It's not confusing at all.
No,
but I can't remember which one it is, but I say rimrod in one of them, and you go, what's a rimrod? And in my brain, I'm like, fucking Brian doesn't know what a rimrod is. He is one then. And I meant Nimrod, apparently. So if that wasn't this episode, get ready for it in the next one, because that's a coming. We got 2 voice messages from Dylan Pollock. Yeah, Dylan Pollock. Oh, no, wait. Dylan Pollock. And I only play that one because we asked for 3 voice messages, and I only got 2.
Oh, Dylan Pollock.
You might as well have sent 0, man. Might as well have sent. Let's listen to the first one.
He's a brick house.
Hey, I made this joke.
He's mighty.
did.
Just letting James all hang out.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for the thoughts of the week from Dylan Pollock on the Underdwellers. So this one has the famous "you play chicken long enough, you fry" line, but I don't understand why he didn't continue using more puns. When he saves the kid that fell on the train tracks, Batman didn't have another pun ready. You got him with a "you keep bugging, you get squashed." Then you can save him, because that kid freaked out and backed up. Just saying. Also, Alfred says, "I know nothing of children," and I was going to have a problem with that, but then I realized the only child he did raise is parading around dressed as a bat fighting crime, so it's a fair statement.
Yeah.
That's all for the thoughts of the week from Dylan Pollock. Back to you, Brother Broderick, and Jim Jam.
That's me.
And Jim Jam. That's me. I'm Jim Jam. I don't think I said that in... Your mic is still muted, by the way. I don't think I said that in real life. Brian mutes his mic because if he doesn't, then when he laughs, it cuts out what lovely things you have to say, listener, and so we don't want that.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was, I don't remember if it was on the podcast or in real life, but I definitely did a brick house to you.
I have like fond memories of it, but I don't know when and where.
So
I
long
can just picture you doing that basically anywhere. We were on the roof and you were singing Brick House.
I was.
I can see that.
Yeah. We played it in what? Pet Band played Brick House a lot for basketball games. And the drummers would usually never be able to go correctly at the start. I mean, I barely did just now, but you know what I mean? And then you're like, when do I come in, asshole? You get it. There's a second one. You want to hear the second one?
Yeah, I want to hear the second one.
Okay.
He's a brick house. Here's mighty. Just letting James all hang out.
Are you?
All right, time for the thoughts of the week from Dylan Pollock. So let's talk about the Underdwellers.
Wait a second.
So
yeah, you
this
did
is the
this.
episode where Batman says, "You play chicken long enough,
yeah,
you fry."
We know.
But what I found kind of stupid was the fact that he then saves that kid who like freaked out and backed up onto the train tracks, and he doesn't have a pun ready for him.
Wait, I hope this is
and I
on
really
purpose.
feel like when the kid backed up, before saving him, you should have hit him with a "you keep bugging, you get squashed."
I really hope
then
this
you
is
can
on
save him.
purpose.
Otherwise, you gotta let the train hit him.
Is
Those
this
are the rules.
exactly the same?
Also,
No.
I was gonna have a problem with Alfred saying, "I know nothing of children," and then I realized the only child that Alfred has raised kind of ended up parading around just as a bat fighting crime.
Oh, you
So
have a
it's
good
somewhat fair statement.
point. Yeah.
Those are the thoughts of the week from Dylan Pollock. Back to you, Jim Jam and Brother Brick Broderick.
Okay, slight chance that was an accident that he sent it 2 different times. Maybe he didn't think it worked the first time, but I'm really hoping it was on purpose. But if it was on purpose, you should have done it 3 times, like we asked you to. God.
Do you want
What was the joke?
Do you
What's
want
the
to
joke?
just cut the second one?
No, I hope I won't keep
No.
it. This is all there. What are you talking about? There's no cutting.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forget that we don't cut anything at all ever.
Never.
Never.
I didn't
not once.
cut. I didn't cut any coughs this last time because I couldn't. If I coughed away from my mic, it was just in your mic.
Yeah. Oh,
And then, so
yeah.
I'm like, it's a slightly softer cough, but
Coughed.
I just gotta watch my coughs. Cougher. Yeah, that's good. That's funny. That's funny, man.
Thanks. Yeah.
All
That'd work
right.
out.
Yeah, you brick house.
I'm a brick house. Like
You're
I'm
a brick
such
house.
I'm such a brick house. You could almost sing it twice.
You could. If you want to send a voice message to us in the future, you can go to anchor.fm/Bat-Wagon or info@watchtowerdatabase.com. You can send one there. Brian just coughed, but you wouldn't know that because I cut it out of the podcast. You want me to... I'll leave that one in. You want me to read you some comments from last video?
Let's listen.
This is, and by video, I mean a podcast episode, but it's in video form on the Podtower YouTube channel, youtube.com/thepodtower. Jump on the Bat-Wagon episode 26, Perchance to Dream, or Batman's Colander of Dreams. We got Super Luigi 64 says, I also drive with Jimmy and the Brick. I'm a delivery guy, so I've got podcasts on all the time. Good thing that glove scene ends where it does, or Bruce would have woke up needing a new set of tights. Heh perchance to cream. Oh my God. Oh boy.
You can't do that. you can't do bad puns like that around me.
Can't say that on TV.
In that kind of nature. Oh man, awesome.
Yeah. Also, my basic tea preference is a steeped tea double from Tim Hortons. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
I'm gonna guess that's just a standard black tea coming from Tim Hortons. I'm gonna say this person's in Canada. Eastern Canada?
We're deducing where every listener is based on their regional dialect and regional tea preference.
Is there Tim Hortons in Western Canada? There must be.
I don't know what that is.
Tim Hortons. It's like for me, it's like Quebec and that area is like Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. So it's the most basic of the places, is what you're saying. Ashley Tutchin. What?
No, nothing. What?
Okay.
Go
Ashley
on.
Tutchin. Okay.
Okay.
That's all I got to say. Tornado I'm just kidding. Ashley Touches. I put a smile on my face to hear the video start off with driving home with Jimmy and the Brick. Thanks for putting a smile on this old fanboy's face. Now it's time for me to walk off and fade into the ether. I think Ashley was the one that said that in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome. That's what this show's called. It's got 5 names. Tornado Soup, Dearest, Jameson, and Brickert. I'm so glad to finally be caught up enough to comment on the relevant episode. I've been listening since the beginning, but for a while I only let myself listen when I went to the gym, and I do not go to the gym enough. Same here. Same here. Anyway, great episode as always. Excited to hear your thoughts on the Underdwellers. Between Alfred forcibly bathing a small child and Batman's continuously growing rope, I'm sure you will have plenty of things to say. Also, to add a bit of barely relevant comic-related trivia that I'm sure you're not familiar with, the Sewer King kind of reminds me of the Batman villain Ma Gun? My own gun. My gun. Ma Gun. An Australian school teacher who runs a home for children and teaches said children to commit crimes. She actually plays a major role in Jason Todd's origin. Probably a complete coincidence, but I thought it was somewhat nearly mildly interesting, and I wanted more potential Yop airtime to myself. You're welcome. You got it. I wish I could explain the my own gun joke. I could not find the video before. If I ever find the video, I'll play it on the podcast. You can listen to the video. Kevin Renke. I think I did it right. Thank you. That intro was perfect since I do drive home when I listen. You got my name right. So as Bruce said in this episode, the nightmare is over. No one has to hear about it anymore now. Brick, you might like this one better on multiple viewings over the years. It kind of grows on you more and more each time. Man, I can't believe we call you Brick, LOL. Next up is the...
I believe it.
Yeah, it's been real for a while. It's like the podcast. Brian also has like 5 names. Next up is the Underwhelmers. I'm not a big fan of that one, but I'm very curious to hear you guys' thoughts on it. I give it 1 alligator out of 5 Captain Hooks. Sewer Captain Hooks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hard agree.
He did have a kind of a Captain Hook aesthetic to him, didn't he? He had like
we
ruffles.
mentioned that. We mentioned that when we were watching it.
Did we? Oh, when we were watching. Yeah.
Podcast. I don't know. That was months ago.
It was so long ago. Kate-tastic. I enjoy these people talking about a show they enjoy more than I would enjoy watching the show. Well, that's good. I guess that's good.
Who was
Jordan,
that?
That's a new one. Kate-tastic.
Kate Tess. Yeah. I'm always glad to hear that. I got a buddy that I just had a long phone conversation with the other day, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing this podcast thing. Like, maybe you should check it out. Mm-hmm. And hold on, I want to read his exact. Oh, this is a.
Oh, you're reading listener mail, are you?
I'm reading a listener mail.
Oh my gosh, this is
actually
the turns of table.
It's just a text.
Yeah.
And he didn't give me approval to read this, but I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Hey, so when they catch up in 50 years to this episode, you'll be like, "Hey, hang on a second, Brian, we're no longer friends."
Yeah, I don't know where Brad started, but he texted in he found it on whatever thing he listens to, and the next morning I got a text from him saying, "I've never been so entertained by a subject matter I couldn't care less about."
That's good. That's what we aim for.
Then he sent that big emoji.
That's a giant emoji.
Followed by a quote, which is from us. I think you probably. It says, "Don't watch Batman the animated series, and just watch this show." And then he responded, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I probably did suggest that at some point. I appreciate that because it's also like kind of what I'm forcing you to do. Like you don't like not care at all, but you care a lot less than I do. And I'm just like, hey, watch this show. I promise it gets better. Oh God, the whole time.
I mean, I'm still enjoying it, even like I enjoy the episodes I enjoy.
Yes.
That makes sense. Enjoy the episodes I hate. And then there's the ones that we're just like, oh, wow, we have to turn this into a podcast.
Yeah, so. We sure have to talk about it. Yeah. Jordan Hunter says, I like you, James. I don't know why, but for some reason I like you.
What am I missing?
I don't know how to feel about that. I'll just... Thank you, Jordan. That's great. MN Drew 1 says, that's it. When/if the world gets normal enough to resume conventions for sane people, James is going to have to watch his back. We old nerds are going to give him a stern talking to. I don't know what that's in reference to, but I probably deserve it, whatever it is. Yeah.
I think that was... you made some kind of like over 70 joke or something on one of the more recent podcasts.
Oh, yeah. We have to think 3 podcast episodes ago for this mail because we've recorded a couple. Charles Motosierra says, when you get to the first Riddler episode, Brother Brick will be so happy he'll put it in first place without even wondering if it's any good.
Oh, yeah. When's that coming up? I want to put it in first place now.
It wasn't in the 5 that I created notes for to go to your house for, that there are 3 remaining from.
Okay.
Noah O says second. So I asked people to put first, and so far no one's doing it. Sean O'Brien, could I suggest putting time descriptions in the descriptions? Perchance to Dream is a great episode. It dives into Batman's psychology without a P. I disagree with you guys. This is a great episode. I don't think we said it wasn't great. I think we just always focus on the stupid. So the stupid comes out. Yeah.
I do wonder if we maybe
are stupid.
We kind of give I don't know how to say that. So we give the wrong impression maybe because
we had just come off of a bunch of bad and then went into bad after that. So
that's fair.
You know. With the time codes in the description, and there's just like for the different segments. I haven't been doing that only because when we did that for our other podcast, 12th Level Intellects, and by our I mean my Ted and Maddie's that you're not part of, Brick.
Oh, what? You're doing podcasts without me?
In the past, like 3 years ago, yeah.
I can't be having this.
When we did that one, I was putting the time codes in the description, and it became like extremely tedious. But that was because we talked about like 30 topics every episode. So it's possible I could probably pretty easily do a intro, discussion, Yappy mail, outro, or whatever. I don't know.
I know.
Because we kind of just go everywhere with this shit. We're like, I'll do the top 10 to start this time. I don't care. So who knows?
Look, this is a start to finish experience. This isn't a,
there
this
is
isn't a
one
jump to the
top. There's
chapter.
one subject, one episode. We don't break this up. Okay. I don't know. I'll think about it. Scarlowy one says, "Great pod, James and Brick. Thank you."
Thank
Matthew
you.
Vollmer, another great episode by Dylan Pollock. I was in the same boat where I watched my DVD, so it was nice to hear about an episode I actually remembered. Glad this was the episode to break the streak. And then the streak started over. Tipped Apricot. Tipped Apricot, they got a translation. What I said very roughly and with a few mistakes was, unfortunately for Brian, I study Japanese. My way of speaking is basic. Messed up the adjective there. But Brian's is bad, isn't it? Please study. Good luck. This is only my 4th year learning Japanese in school, but I wanted to piece something together for a joke. Also, yeah, what you said was right. Pronunciation was just weird. Really cool language, though. Would recommend. Great episode as always. I rewatched Per Chance to Dream because of it and was reminded how good of an episode it was, though I agree it was hampered by the runtime. For what it's worth, I thought Selena taking off her glove was to show off her ring, and then it wasn't. So they really did give up any plausible deniability. As for this episode, hope you enjoyed one of the less good DCAU sewer eps, or didn't. Will be funny either way. I guess there are multiple sewer eps, but as we either already discussed or will discuss, the Sewer King doesn't come back. So
Yeah. Well, thank you for the translation. I definitely have an interest in Japanese, but I've decided to forego to what?
To stop. I've decided to stop Japan in their tracks.
No, Japan can keep going.
Japan versus Brian. Dawn of Brian loses very easily.
Yeah. But no, I decided to stop learning or not pursue learning any other languages until I get more fluent in Norwegian. And then after that, I'm going to go back to French and get more fluent on my French. And then maybe after that, maybe Japanese. I don't know.
Is that why you said, like, hey, can you translate it to Norwegian?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Kai Holmes says, I think this episode, similarly to Heart of Ice or Two-Face Part 1, where despite being under 30 minutes, they managed to convey a more adult theme while still being enjoyable. There's a bunch of yop letter capitalizations again,
Nice.
and comprehensible for a target children demographic. That "then I'll see you in your nightmares" line is just chilling. And then I remember that I'm watching Roddy McDowell still wearing the same Mad Hatter attire despite him not having to, like, at all. But all the flaws I can basically ignore just because of how well it holds my attention. A pretty good episode overall. I give it 5 Selena Kyle's infamous relaxing and ungloved shadow puppet shows out of 5. Wait, what did you think she was going to do? Really good episode of Jamie and
Nice.
Brick struggle to do a podcast, even though it's episode 27 when they read this. Looking forward to your thoughts on the Underdwellers. It seems to be very divisive from what I've noticed. Either you love it for the most part or you hate it. I guess I'll just ponder as to what you two might think of it until next week. And there was 6 yops in that, they say.
Nice. Oh my
They're
god.
sneaking them in there. Yeah, we didn't like it. Nick Sorensen says, I recall that Pinky and the Brain also got aired on primetime on the WB network. Interesting.
Pinky in the Brain is genius.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyway,
gosh.
this was definitely one of those episodes of B-Test that I grew to love narratively since I first saw it, though it is funny to think that a dream version of Mad Hatter spends all his time running around dressed as Batman just so Bruce never has to in his personal dream world. I guess, yeah. I don't really know what the physics or the understanding of that is, but, you know, Mad Hatter. Don't have to understand him. He's mad.
Yeah, I mean, what's there to understand other than his terrifying behaviors? I don't know.
I have to say it was really enjoyable to start back up the recording of this episode we're in right now, to do the clip and then come right back into holy shit. It's good because it was good when it happened. It's good to hear it again. Matthew Ledbetter says, no talking. Love the interactions between Alfred and Master Leprechaun. I guess they're talking about Underdwellers. Not a bad episode. It definitely has some heavy themes, but also great comedic moments. I would disagree. I'd say it is a bad episode. I'd say it's very bad. It is interesting to see people that are like, well, this episode's divisive. You love it or you hate it. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen anyone that loves this episode. Although I was talking with Maddie recently, a couple days ago, about like how we didn't like it at all, and Maddie was saying that they were always like intrigued, I guess, by the very different art style that it has compared to the rest of the show. So it's like watching it is like I said when we were talking about this, like this isn't the same show kind of a thing. So I don't know. I guess that's something that could be a like, I don't know, a good study or something. But
well, it's also like nearly impossible to like, I mean, like there'll be an infinite amount of variables and people appreciating an infinite number of things. So, here we are being like, oh, it's garbage, and then we just happen to have the same views in most instances, other than the man bat.
That's like the only one that we've like really disagreed on, and not even like with vitriol or anything. It's just like, oh, I thought that was good and I didn't, and it's kind of scared me for. Well, I keep saying like, oh my God, there's gonna be like, there are, off the top of my head, I can think of a handful of episodes that are like some of my favorite just television ever, and I want like to, we're gonna get to those and you'll be like, Jamie, I hated this. This was bad. They're like, no, the podcast is ruined.
Like, I can hate something and you can love it, and that is totally fine.
No.
Oh,
Anthony said, when you were talking about summarizing all the DCAU in a few words, I remember the Ink Tank did something similar with Ben 10. This is a fun concept that I would love to see the Data Buds do for the DCAU if interested. And I didn't realize that it happened, but yeah, I clicked the videos a couple months ago. They did a like every Ben 10 episode in 10 words or less video.
Oh, wow.
So it would be kind of fun to do that with these. Sewer King sucks. I did in 3. Peter Pantaloons. That's a new one. I counted 21 yops. You guys must have deep pockets and nerves of steel to be battling the Yop Tower like this. We sure do. We're rich as hell. Maddie Washburn says first. Yes. Yes. Congrats.
Thank you, Maddie.
And then going in reverse to previous comments before that, Wency209 says, meanwhile, in another universe, Brian, okay, the next X-Men episode is called The Unstoppable Juggernaut. James, well, I don't know about you, but I think it's Spider-Man's origin story.
Oh, okay. So when we finish this whole podcast run, then we'll have to go to Marvel.
The Aussie Dragoon replied, I love when the X-Mansion data files talk about Wolverine's sideburns. Yeah, me too. They just keep changing in length. I think it's artistic interpretation per sideburn, personally. Dylan Pollock, this sad horn was well-deserved for my T-pun. True. And B-Tass and Living in Color, it was the Wayne Wayans block. Oh, boy.
Clever.
Which Aussie Dragoon said Jim Carrey and Batman were always meant to be together. I guess so.
Oh, my God. Jim Carrey is the next Batman. Someone write that.
I don't want to see that. It's just the mask again, but it's a Batman mask. That's the only difference.
Mask of the Phantasm.
Whoa, you already predicted the plot. Oh my God. Maddie Washburn again. That kid from Jungle to Jungle is Jimmy Olsen in Superman Returns. Okay. Again means nothing. None of that means anything to you. No. Scarface Nate. Also, oh no, there's 2 Scarface Nates. I'll go to the first one. The comments. There's only one Scarface Nate. No one can replace them. Hey, Brick and James, great episode as always. Perchance to Dream is really an episode that you can get. I thought it was just Perchance to Dream is really an episode that you can get philosophical and deep about for an hour, which I'm not. What? Finally, the infamous Sewer King appearance. This episode is described as a bad episode for some odd reason to me, but I love all the dark and mature themes that make the episode really good. Maybe it's just me, but I've always liked this episode, even if it isn't one of the best. Plus, I enjoy Batman manhandling 4 alligators and even killing one. I also love sassy Alfred and Bruce being a theater kid. LOL.
Also, as an add-on, the Sewer King was always a villain I wish they utilized more, as I think his other appearance is in a dream sequence in one of the tie-in comics. Plus, you have to be an effed up dude if Batman considered breaking his number one rule for you. I'd love the idea of seeing Alfred dealing with a young Bruce Wayne pre-dead parents era.
So there's a good example of like that sort of discrepancy of us being like, this is absolutely terrible, and then like, thank you, Scarface Nate, for
and I hope
laying
that doesn't make you go like, well, I'm never listening to this again, and have a similar thought process of like, everybody has different opinions. You know,
we'll see.
The opinions.
We have pretty cool listeners. Listeners. It's kind of like
it's all
Dylan's whole
Dylan
mail
Pollock.
segment kind of blows out the listener thing like out of the water, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're all the sock puppet Dylan Pollock accounts.
Yeah.
Batgirl Fangirl says, yes, I am from England. My secret identity has been compromised. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall to see Brian's reaction to the Mad Hatter's reveal. I so now want to see Mad Hatter dressed as Batman with his toothy grin. I cannot wait for your take on the Underdwellers. I've been so looking forward to this one. I hope for us to rip it apart because that's what we did. Thank you, Brian, Dylan, and James, and all the other listener. 5 stars and 5 book emojis. Oh, for the book, the reading. You can't read. Book.
Oh, yeah. Clever. Thank you.
2 more comments. We got 2 more comments. You ready for them?
Oh, yeah.
2 more comments. Oh, yeah. Crazy Duplicate. One of the best episodes, and they mostly complain about it. Ugh. Well, you're right. Scarloy won, but they still give it a good review. It interesting the way that happens sometimes. Yeah, like I said, we just focus on the bad stuff because it's funny. Okay. We don't do it on purpose.
Okay.
We're just a couple of crazy dudes, just a yappy dudes.
Okay.
Just living life.
Okay.
And living color. No net plays. Last one. I was actually quite nervous going into Perchance to Dream to hear Brian's thoughts. One of the best episodes. So if he doesn't like it, the future ain't looking too bright.
Well, guess what?
Yeah, you were fine with it. You liked it.
I put it on the list.
So the comments were mostly a mix of I'm offended that you guys didn't like Perchance to Dream more, and can't wait for you to love the Sewer King episode. I'm sorry to disappoint. This is a crazy old yappy mail segment, isn't it?
You know, we're just gonna keep this train rolling.
Yeah, that's all we're doing now. We're gonna gotta get back to the past. Yeah, yappy dudes.
Yeah, do we have a?
I should.
Wait, was
just do
that Samurai Jack?
It was. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
I never know where your cutoff is for knowing stuff.
I know, it's who knows? I don't even
sporadic.
know. Yeah. Do we have a send off to send it back to the past?
I think I did it, and we just kept talking. So
sweet. Okay. Never mind then.
Bop. Roll back the rock to the dawn of time and sing this song with me. Roll back the rock. Now
That's beyond my cutoff.
Roll back the rock. You do it. You say that.
You did this while we were filming Vireality.
Turn back the clock.
Of you doing
roll
the
back
same
the rock
thing.
to the dawn of time and sing this song with me. Okay, bye. I mean, not bye. Oh God.
Back to you, Brian and James from the past. You freaks.
Ooh, what were you doing
I told
in the
them.
past? Oh gosh.
And we're back. A dinosaur story.
Well, that was surprising.
Yeah. That was some great yappy mail that I definitely know what it was.
Did
Did we play all 3 of Dylan Pollock's messages? Guess we'll find out.
We
in
did.
the future.
And I was let down by the second one.
Yeah, the second one was.
But the first and the third were bangers.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I sure hope so.
Did we get more voice? I hope we got more voice messages.
Yeah. If it's just Dylan Pollock, then man, you guys need to step over your game. Well, if you want to reach out to us, like the fire hand at the end of the Cat and Claw Part 2, email us at podcast@watchtowerdatabase.com. The new episodes of the podcast are released every Friday on the Podtower YouTube channel, as well as
podcast places.
Yeah. Such as iTunes,
Spotify,
or
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Stitch.
even though it's probably not there.
Yeah.
Stitcher, Anchor, I think has its own, like,
Yeah,
you can
it
listen to
does,
stuff
yeah.
on Anchor. But go to the YouTube channel and, like, play the whole episode and watch all the ads, and that will be more ad revenue, which is
Get us some pennies.
couple more bagels.
Yeah. I have a present for you.
Oh,
I should do it now. I should do it now at the end of the first episode. I should do it at the end of the episode.
okay. Is it a bagel?
No, but it reminded me of a bagel.
Okay. Well, James is digging through a bag. It's a backpack. I know this.
You guys you can't. I'm calling back to 20 episodes ago.
Oh my god, this
more.
was like episode 2.
I got fidget spinners for us. Do you want the blue one or the orange one?
Orange. I'm going orange.
Okay, I got one more present.
Here you go. Wait, don't you want a fidget spin? I'm gonna open this up. I've never had a fidget spinner before. What do you do? Oh, I know what this is. Hold on. I got a fidget spin.
Oh, yeah.
ASMR, baby.
We got to work that into the theme somehow.
Fidget spinner.
Fidget spinner, fidget spinner.
It goes for a good long time. Oh my god, I gotta look at this.
It's Brian's official Yappy Dude t-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Wear it around town so that people go, what the hell does
Here
that
we go.
mean?
Keep them going.
Well, we're at the end of the episode.
I'm gonna get
so
naked.
they're going to just listen to you take your shirt off?
Yep.
Oh, Brian. Oh, no.
Don't look at my belly buttons.
Really let yourself go.
A little bit. I've been laying down for like months.
It looks so good. Is it comfy?
Reunited, and it feels so good.
It's pretty comfy shirt.
It is a comfy shirt.
Yeah.
Did I? Whoops.
I forgot to bring mine, but yeah.
Oh my god.
I finally delivered you your fidget spinners that I bought in like August and your t-shirt.
Fidget spinner.
Fidget spinners.
How's it look? This is a good shirt?
It's good.
I like it. I like
That's
the
my
blue.
favorite shirt. Go to teespring.com/stores/DCAU Watchtower and buy yourself a Yappy Dude
Get
shirt.
a Yappy Dude shirt.
You
You
can
can be
also get
like me.
You can also get it on, I believe, a hoodie and a mug.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You can't drink from a hoodie.
But you can wear a mug. Goodbye, everybody. See you next week for Night of the Ninja.
The light. The light.